What's up, guys? How is it going? Today is Thursday. A nice October Thursday here in Italy. And we're gonna develop some stuff. We're going to develop some stuff. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. We have a picture of the day. Someone went to speak with Zach. We definitely have a picture of the day. I think this part of the cavern actually is different in Unreal. I don't know why, but I think it is. There has been some porting problems. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, the stream of today is called Biography. Why? Because when we finish the character creation options, I think we can finally create the biography of the character with all the different choices, you know, and publish it in his character sheet. Now, I think we have to improve that a bit. I mean, like, where you have your biography, your background, you know, your story, your things. I think it would be nice if it was a bit better than just, you know, a very small panel called EC or something, character, located in your character sheet. But I don't know. I think it should be placed in a better place. I need to think about it, but I think the biography, I mean, the history of your character is important, right? Now that we made, you know, the character creation a bit better, I think is important. And so I think it should stay. It should stay in a good place. Okay. What I wanted to say, just a second. Do I have any stuff open that you should not have opened, like emails of people? And I mean, there is not a strict rule on Twitch, but in general, I mean, if you leak emails of other people, they're not very happy. Now, this is usually happening to big streamers, right? Not me, but I know of some big streamers that actually got in trouble for sharing emails. Actually, not just the email address, but more of the content of a private email or something like that, right? So like someone is writing to you, oh, I want to do this and this and that, or maybe there are some prices of some stuff that you want to sell and maybe it's not public. But it's always the risk, you know? There is always the risk. The compendium? Yeah, maybe in the compendium, but I think you need a better character. You know, what I would like to do one day, and I don't know when it will happen, but it's very clear in my mind, you know, is a place, right? A place which may look like a room or something, but obviously I think it will not be a room in the sense of a 3D world, right? But it will be a kind of I don't know, but it may be a kind of a screenshot or some or a, you know, a 2D thingy. That you can use for example to display, you know, your collectibles, like your weapons, like maybe all the books that you found during the years of traveling. Maybe your collectibles, you know, collectibles in terms of I don't know, special items, and stuff that you found, you know. Anyway, your own, you know, kind of your room. I mean, it's not like a guild. It's not like a guild, because a guild is a place where other people can go. But it's more like, you know, your room with your stuff, you know, with your achievements and accomplishments. And the only problem is to make it role play enough, right? To make it in character enough. So I don't think I want to have here the my plane achievements, because the my plane achievements are somehow also out of character, like number of hours played. I don't think it should be in this room, right? But I think yes, in exactly, in one of the books, right? One of the books will be, you know, your biography, right? What happened in the past. And maybe, yeah. So why not? Why not? But I mean, it's not today. It's not today. It's not tomorrow, but I have this idea, and I will develop it one day. I don't know when, but I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice. Also, I think it's a good idea if it's not 3D, a 3D place by definition, because as you know, a 3D place is costing us, you know, space and management and characters moving. I mean, the only good part of the 3D is that it could be visited by other people. But I think we can also have other people visiting your room if you want, if we make it 2D, right? So I don't know when I will do it, but I think one day I will do it. Okay, so for today, I'm sorry, but we need to go back to the character creation. I know it's not the most exciting thing to see. I think having the rolling dice will probably nicer, but we need to finish this thing, and now I want to finish it. Now, I worked a bit on it in the last half an hour, and I put down some additional ideas and I changed some of them, so I think we went a bit further compared to where we were the last time we spoke about this, but we are pretty close. Kind of a personal cabinet, yes. Yeah, maybe when I got my new furniture kit. Yeah, that's possible. But I think it should be more of a room, you know, it should be a full room. Or even more, maybe a full house, you know. And maybe the house you can put the furniture in it, and I mean, like other games do, there are a lot of games that do this, but I think it should be your place where you have your stuff, right? I think it would be very nice. And I don't know if I want the achievements there, but I need to think about it. But the achievements needs to enter into the game, because having the achievements on my plane is kind of broken. Okay, so I changed a few things here. What did I change? True love. Wait, the music. The music. I changed a few things. This one, I don't think I changed too much. This one, I didn't change too much. I think I changed this one. I called it Conquest, and I said one person really made your heart beat and your soul twist, but despite all your effort, you never gain his favor until you decided to learn something new and show him to her, right? And so basically that skill will remain, as something special because it's what allow you to, and it can be cooking, it can easily be cooking. But yes, it allowed you to gain the attention of that person. Then I had the opposite force. This is also new, I think. You always wanted to do what you dreamed of, but your parent designed another path for you. So basically, your parent didn't want you to do what you wanted to do. One of them was really opposed to what you wanted, and there have been endless fights over it. But this focused you even more on it. Please select a skill. Okay, so basically, it's another way to have the people select a skill and say that for that reason, I don't know, you can elaborate more, like you went out of the house, you escaped your family or whatever, or you just had fight, and they were like the opposing force. Then I have enemy weakness. So you had an enemy who tried many times to hurt you and seemed to always be on your path one way or another. It was always hard to counter him until you found out one of his weaknesses and you decided to develop the skill, right? So also this one is very open, so you can decide which enemy you can invent, that it was a creature or it was a person or it was whatever, or it was yourself. Interesting, yourself. But so this one I think is good. Old enemy, new friend. Old enemy, new friend is when you were young, you had many fights with someone who became your enemy. The two of you, you two. I think you say the two of you, right? The two of you couldn't get along at all. Then he departed. Departed. I don't mean he died. He just went away. Departed means dying only, or also. No, depart is also go away. Okay. So he departed. Then he departed. You didn't see him for many years. One day he reappeared, and looking back, one day he reappeared, and you spoke with him, right? With him, her. I mean, him and her. This him, her is very annoying, by the way. If there was a way to say it. One day she reappeared, and you spoke, and can I avoid saying him, her again? Can I say one day he and she reappeared, and you two, can you say you two spoke? You two spoke. What I want to say is that looking back at those arguments and those fights made you laugh, right? Made you laugh, and she became your friend. She became your friend and decided to teach you something. Please choose a skill. Okay, so this is kind of another short story. I mean, very simple. Of, you know, an enemy that you had, and then he went away, and then he came back, and so you can elaborate on this one as well, right? You can decide the enemy, you can decide the skill, you can decide what you were fighting for, and you can elaborate as you want. Can be an important enemy, can be a simple enemy. I think we can add more enemies, by the way, because, for example, I think we can have an enemy in the... Do we want to have an enemy in the government or in the army? I mean, an important enemy. An important enemy. I think we should have it. Right? Power struggle, power what? Power counter power, powerful enemies. We can just call it powerful enemy. We need to invent another small story, though. I mean, which leads to a skill, right? Which leads to a skill. Maybe it's someone that was giving you a job, or someone. Yeah, maybe it could have been your boss or your. You know, the owner of the place where you were working, or it could be someone from the government or someone from the military. And since you wanted to prove him wrong, you know, you learned something to prove him wrong, and maybe you did it. I don't know. It's up to you to decide if you did it or not. But I don't know if I want to call it powerful or just the fact that it's above you. You know, that is powerful. Maybe is not the right word, but how can you say when someone is? I mean, it's like your owner or your. I mean, in modern times we could say your boss, but I don't think that boss really translates into this world. So. We search a synonym of boss, but synonyms. Chief. You can call it chief, maybe. Because chief, you don't understand what is it. You know, it can be a chief of a tribe, a chief of a group, a chief of a city, a chief of whatever. Let's call it chief. I think chief is okay. Chief. And chief what? Chief, but is our enemy, or anyway, is an opposing, is someone that we fight. Is someone that we oppose. Is someone that we... How do we call it? We call it like... I don't know how to call it. Help me, guys. I don't know. Let's call it chief for now, and then I will find a name. So the story is that your chief, and in parentheses we can say, you know, can be tribe, shop, group, tribe, shop, group, community, you know, a community of city, whatever you want, right? Your chief was how do we say? It was I'm thinking if I want to have it related to a job, or if I want to have it related to of tribe, shop, group, city was I don't know if I want you to go closer to your chief thanks to a skill. Can we say thief attention or thief thief consideration or thief supervision or thief chief chief so you really wanted to attract to be noticed in your, and can be whatever, tribe, shop, group, city. I mean, choose the one you want. You really want to be chosen in your by the chief, and I don't know if I want then the people to be able to actually, you know, change this text and put in the biography, but probably would be a good idea, so they can actually edit it, you know, and change it. You really want it to be noticed by the chief. I think it's better by the chief of your, tribe, shop, group, city, whatever, congregate or whatever it is, and you decided to learn some new skill and put it in practice to surprise him or to gain his attention. After some hard work and dedication, you managed to do it. And then, as usual, we say, please choose a skill. Okay. Please choose a skill. Okay, I think it's fine. I mean, it's a bit generic, but I think if it's generic, it's fine. I mean, I don't care about these things being too generic. We can, I mean, the player can invent whatever he wants. Right? Right, boys? Okay. Group of friends. You had a strong group of friends you had. You could trust. Yeah, it's a bit of a present, a bit of the past. I don't know. You could trust, and they counted on you. Together you endure many adventures and solve many problems thanks to your friendship. Together with them, let's remove this together. With them, you decided to learn some use of skill, practicing together, right? And again, please choose a skill. So there is just between a group of friends. Again, you can elaborate yourself which friends and what was the point, and right. I don't care about it too much. I think this thing were split based on. In theory, they were split based on the area or the domain of the type, but I'm not that sure. Then I have another one. Present memory. You had a best friend and unfortunately got ill and died at a young age. This one is a bit sad. You decided to keep him with you by learning something he loved, right? So, but it is interesting though, because it's something that he liked and you bring it with you, and I think it's good. Sibling with talent. You had the luck to have a sibling who was talented, and even if he was not your passion, you just learned from him as he was practicing every day every day in the house, and you had access to his tools. I don't know exactly what you will choose, but based on what you will choose, it may make sense or not. But I think tools is generic enough. I mean, it can work for an instrument, it can work for a weapon, it can work for maybe only if you are a singer, is not really. Then we have Dementor. You always, during a trip, you decided to explore a remote region and managed to find an incredible person who became your mentor for some time. Let's say for a short time. I mean, because again, we are giving like +2 to these skills, right? So we are not giving +6. I mean, we can boost it more, but his love for his art was contagious, and you remember those as some of the best moments of your youth, right? Please choose a skill. Do you like these things or not, boys? Give me some feedback, because give me some feedback. A weakness. This is a kind of an introspection thingy, but it is like you always recognize you had a weakness, and one day you decided to focus on it and overcome it by studying and learning to fill the gap, right? It's very easy, but it's just something on you. Bounty. Bounty, I don't remember this one. A friend of yours possessed... no. Bounty was too late. I think I had an idea, and I forgot about it. Bounty. There was a bounty on you. There was a bounty on you. Yeah, these two are the ones that I still had to create. I don't remember what was the idea, though. The idea was that there was a bounty on you. How do you reach the skill, though? Well, there can be a bounty on someone else, and you used your skill to catch him. Yeah, that's probably easier. A bounty was issued. Is bounty always a bounty, or bounty also means something else? Bounty. I think bounty is kind of okay. A bounty was issued, and you really needed the money. The only way to catch that person, well, person, or it doesn't mean that it must be a person, it can also be a monster, on the long journey that brought you to the catch, you had to learn many new things. Okay, please choose a skill. I mean, this was kind of easy. And again, you can elaborate on whatever the bounty was. Competitor, I think competitor, I had an idea for the... Hello, one learner, hi, good afternoon. Competitor, I think we had... I had an idea to have someone that was better than you at something, right? And you had to learn to really beat him. And then at the end, I don't know, you can choose if you manage to do it or not, but... I don't know if it should be a competition. Maybe it can be a competition, which is even more fun. Competition. There was a local competition. You always wanted to participate. You always wanted to be part of. You always wanted to be part of. There was a local competition you always wanted to be part of, and but to enter and have some chances of success, you had to learn something new. Please choose a skill. Okay. I think it's enough, boys. I think for this section, I think we are good. We have something like 15 different options. They are basically doing the same thing. The only problem that we have is if the person selects, 10 times the same skill. This will be a +2 by 15 equal to 30. So if he puts all his points, so if he puts 150 points in this, right? Because the total is 150 points that he has. So if he puts all the points in this, you can have 30 in one skill at character creation. Which seems to be a lot, but doesn't seem to be crazy. I mean, fine. Basically, he spent everything on this. And his biography will look like shit, because because he will, he will find the true love through cooking, then he conquers someone through cooking, then he has the opposite force of his parent on cooking, and then he has an enemy weakness, which is the cooking, and the chief, So that would become like a really stupid biography. But how much it is in percentage? The total is 400, so I mean, it's not my 10%, but let's say the total, the maximum is in theory 400, but the real number at the moment is more 200, right? Is more 200, because actually we have developed the skills and the talent inside the skills up to 200. But you can go up to 400 and he has an effect, because some are just mathematical formulas, right? Just saying if you are, if you have that amount of alchemy, then this is the quality that you create. Ma sottovalutare la potenza della cucina. Yes, I agree with that. Italians and French know a lot about it. What if we left the relationship free type text selection of a certain number of characters? No, my idea is that we create it, okay, and this is at the end is just text, okay, that goes into your biography. So it's not going to really remain in your character as this list of choices, right? At least not now. And I don't see any value in doing it, actually. So it just becomes like 2 pages or 1 page, picking up all these pieces of text. And you get the skills, and you get the corresponding skills. Then you can change it as you want. I mean, you can go there. It's just all the biography is text, and you can change it as you want. So, and if you want to add more, I mean, you can add more, obviously. This is just to give you ideas on what to role play. Because if you give a blank sheet of paper to a player, he will not know what to put in, right? At least, depending on the player. But certain player will have 0 ideas. Other players will have 1,000,000 ideas. Or maybe ideas that don't make any sense, right? So there is a guide, if you want, for them to choose meaningful stuff and get meaningful bonuses. Maybe the only thing that I think we should kind of specify a bit and maybe keep is the main profession that he had in the past. I think it would be kind of bad if he changes the main profession, like he choose a fisherman, but you know, but he can have a new main profession. So, but I think we can leave it. I think we can leave it all editable. You know, when is in the biography, because yeah, it's just a text. Okay, the last section finally. Oh my God, the last section. I cannot see this thing anymore. The last section, by the way, let me see if we fixed, let me fix maybe all this part, because I think I didn't copy paste properly. And by the way, I think I can delete this styled suggestion, because at the end I did it myself. So let me delete the column and GG. Ah, no, super bad idea. No, I cannot do it, because these scripts are counting the cells, and so I cannot delete it at all. Wow, this one remained loading. This one remained loading, boys. Why? No, I did it. It took him a bit, but it did it. Wait. Can we... So let me normalize all of this so that everything is... Okay, we have a bad element here. What is it? No, this one should be deleted. So this one actually... Can we move everything up once and avoid these empty cells? Because these empty cells are really annoying. Yes, let's do this. Let's move everything up like this. And then we delete the duplicates, because and then we, you know, we empty these ones. So I have all the ones that I need to fill out, you know, in the same place, which I think is a better idea. Right. Okay, and so now we can copy this whole thing with these ones being empty, and so probably this one I will just remove the insert. We can keep the delete, because maybe we are deleting these old ones, but okay. Yeah, I don't know why we have this, but fine. Fine. Okay, so we did up to here. Here there are a number of not implemented we should not touch. And then we restart at this level with the alchemist, okay? So we restart here and we go down until here. Boom. Okay. And then we do the same with the side activity. And we do the same with the religion. Okay, there is an error here, I don't know why. Ah, yes, because we have an extra character. You see, our formula is working anyway, huh? Our formula is definitely working. And here we have the relationships. So we will do the same. Okay. And okay, and here we are in the life event. So we cleared up everything. You know, we cleared up everything until there, and now I hope it's correct, but I think it is. Now the life events. I think the life events are probably already fine. We just need to ensure that our script is properly loaded, but I think we should review them all. The numbers didn't move in column A. No, in column A they are fixed, so they don't have to move. Magician, yeah. Now we are going to look at them all. We're going to look at life event 1 and life event 2. I split it in 2 just because we needed 8 categories. That's the main reason. There is not really, you know, a meaning between the 2 sets. It's just to split them in 2 sets, actually. So I don't know. Okay, Venomous Bite. So these are just random events that happen in your life and that are in theory going to give you certain abilities. Now the abilities is the stuff that we need to look at as well, because I think that this list is broken. I mean, it's not correct. Venomous Bite. For 4 months, you help with some of the local farming. One of your jobs has been to aid the farmers with the harvesting of the wheat. Wheat? Wet? Oh my god.
Wheat.
Wheat. Okay, I said it right. Oh, the wheat. While working on a farm once, you were bitten by a venomous snake and nearly died. Holy shit. Okay, this is giving you harvesting +2.
Our enemies will be undone.
Who are our enemies? Who are our enemies? I think we should give a poison resistance, right? Are there resistance to poison? No, +4. Resistance, we say +4 because the resistances are. Okay, so we go poison resistance +4, right? And harvesting +2. Once we're working on the farm. For 4 months you have yes, you are right. Once is written there, I don't know why. Once we're working on the farm, you were bitten. Yeah, perfect, thank you. You were hired. So this magician courier, you were hired. By the way, magicians as this thing, and so we need to escape it. Or it will not get into the... By the way, I think we will have a lot of these errors, huh? All of the quotes, all of the single quotes needs to be escaped with a backslash.
So, what's new and exciting around here?
What's new and exciting? We are nearly finished this thing. We nearly finished the character creation, and when it's finished, we are going to create the biography of your character and store it somewhere. And to me, that's very exciting. Hello, Funner. You were hired by local magician guild to serve as a courier, delivering messages, scrolls, books, and various other items of interest. You were expected to make haste, which meant that you jogged or sprinted frequently. What? Once you overheard a conversation between 2 magicians regarding a plot to place an evil curse on a local officer. Officer. Rendering him unfit for office so that another candidate could serve in his stead. It could serve in... What? In his stead is correct. Bah. You reported this to the authorities. Wow, this thing is super long. You reported this to the authorities in order to be severely scolded and fired from your job. Oh my god. The officer was cursed. The plot went through as planned, and nobody ever apologized to you for the injustice. Yeah, probably this one was written by someone that could write English, because it seems to be, you know, more articulated and better, you know, and written better. Okay. Okay, this is probably an original one. I mean, original from, I mean, a former one. Which kind of bonuses we are gonna give to this guy? We want to give, we said endurance, right? Plus 10. And here there is a will, plus 10. I don't know in terms of skills if delivering stuff is any particular skill, but no. If there was something like being angry plus 10, I think that would be the one, but I think I'm fine with endurance and will. You served as a woodcutter apprentice. So these are a bit, you know, really mixed. There is no really, you know, a meaning, I mean a sequence or any category. Any category on these things. So you spent about 1 year serving as a woodcutter apprentice, chopping down trees, cutting up firewood, and turning logs into planks and board for construction purposes. You also helped the woodcutter do some assembly work, building furniture, houses, barns, and so forth. That's very nice. So he's going again with harvesting, or harvest. I think it's harvest, not harvesting. I think it's harvest. Harvest plus 2 as well. Masonry, we don't have it. We don't have the skill, boys, but we can have a strength plus 10, which is always good. You guarded the vault. Yeah, I remember this one. This one I think are the former one. For 1 year, you took a job as a guard for one bank. You took a job as a guard for one bank. Okay. You were trained in the use of a sword, dagger, and spear. After working there for several months, the bank was robbed, and you watched as some of your fellow guards were brutally slain. Oh my god. You fought back, but were outnumbered and were unfortunate to escape with your life. Okay, this is kind of a fight, so we can... by the way, wait, the cost, sword, knife and dagger, spear, strength. I think we have strength above already. Let's go for sword maybe. Sword plus 2 and it becomes a 10. We don't want, you know, everything to be 20 or whatever you should, so that the player can choose maybe more things, but you had an uncle. By the way, these names need to be short. They cannot be too long, or they will not fit into the UI. So this one should be maximum, should be woodcutter apprentice, right? Maximum. It cannot be you served as blah 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 blah. You guarded the vault. So also this one, I think we can just say vault guard. Okay. I think 2 words is okay because it's on the UI. I mean, I don't know if you remember it, but there is space. There is some space. It's on top of each of the balls, so of the flaming balls. But I mean, 2 words is more than okay. But It cannot be, you know, as long as this. You were a prestigiator. So this is too much. The baker uncle. So we can call it baker, yes, or Uncle Baker. Uncle Sweets? No, Uncle Baker. Uncle Baker. And by the way, this one will not be recorded. It's just for your reference when you select the different options. But this is not going into your biography. It's the text that is going to your biography. So we will ensure that the text is nice. But we only have one life to do this, so we have to move on. You had one uncle who was a baker, and you were fond of helping him cook whenever you and your family went to visit him. He was a good man. You enjoyed spending time with him. He got into financial trouble. He got into financial trouble and he borrowed money from some outlaws. One day you were helping him bake. The outlaws barged into his home and murdered him for no reason. Oh my god. You were too young and unable to help, so you hid in a closet until the villains left. Oh my god, this is a bad story. Sorry, you just take you were are part of because that part is redundant to the text. You were part. Where is the you were part? I mean, it's the previous one probably. Huh? You were a number and were and why? In column B. Ah, yes. I'm going to down here and deleting them all. Yes. This is what I'm doing. Okay, so here we have baking. Actually, we have it, and we also have cooking. I don't know if we want to have cooking and baking separately, but I think we can have baking +2 and fear +5. So this is blacksmith's apprentice. Okay, so you spend some time serving as a blacksmith apprentice, helping stoke the blast furnace, run equipment to and from, and clean up the studio. One day while you were trying to work a piece of bronze, you slipped and burned your leg. Okay, I don't know if that is really relevant, but but okay. Blacksmith, I think it's called blacksmith, huh? Skills. Where is it? I don't see it. Blacksmith, yes. Herbal, let me just check harvesting. No, it's actually harvesting. Harvesting. Fuck. Harvesting, huh? Blacksmith +2. -2 dexterity. -2 dexterity is called agility, by the way. -2 agility, but I mean, if we remove agility, we need to add something else. So, which I'm fine, but I think it's fine. Let's leave it like this. Searching for herbs. You frequently helped your uncle in this shop. He was a skilled baker, and again, it's the same uncle. There was the uncle baker up there. Okay. His job was to search and collect the right herbs for his pastries. One day, when you were carrying a lot of pastries in the plaza for sale, you were accosted by a group of bullies who beat you up and stole your pastries. This made you angry and suspicious of others. I don't like the story at all. I mean, okay, we can leave it like this, but I mean, it's a bit of a child story more than a, you know. But okay, it can be in your early life, you know, when you were very young. This made you angry and suspicious of others. Well, when you were young, though, then you grow up and everything was nice. Herb, I think it's herbal. Herbal +2. You work at a crystal runner. No, a crystal runner is impossible because we are not in the right world. Gem runner. Gem runner. For a while you were employed by a mine boss at the local mine and hired you as a gem runner. Your primary duty were to load heavy crystals. I don't think is correct, but to load heavy rocks containing crystals into a wheelbarrow, push the load around the mine and dump the rocks into freight wagons. The work was tough and environment mind-numbing, and the people you loved were uneducated and crude. And crude? What do you mean? And rude? Can you say crude of something that is not a food? Crude. Like rough. Yeah, crude works. Okay. Can leave crude then. Let's leave crude. I have no idea, but we can have mining. We have mining as a skill. Why not? If you were in a mine, I understand you were only. But let's give him some mining since we have it. Why not? Prestidigitator apprentice. Oh my god, this one is very long. Prestidigitator help. Prestidigitator apprentice. Is this something that is shorter? But okay, let's leave it. I think it should be fine. I think it's long, but I think it's still acceptable. It's like the maximum we can have. A blacksmith apprentice is pretty much the same, by the way. For one of your teenage years, you serve as an apprentice to a master prestidigitator. Prestidigitator. Wow, this one is super long. Learn this trick and practice some of yourself. Use many props in design, including cards, knives, sword. He was master showman. Behind the scene, he was angry and abusive drunkard. Yeah, behind the scene, he was angry and abusive drunkard. Okay. Often cursing you and beating you with his fist. Holy shit. During one of his beating, he broke your left foot with a heavy board. Late one night, as you lay asleep on one of his wagons, you wake up to feeling a cold water in your body. Frantically, you tore away free of the wagon and find yourself in the middle of a river. Holy shit. Bandits stood on the river bank, laughing and mocking at you as you swam on the opposite shore. They murdered your mentor and stole everything. Holy shit. That's kind of a long story. Let me remove the last part. It's too much. Trying to tore away free of the wagon. Because the wagon was attacked by the bandits. Okay, I understand it now. Yeah, but this is like three events into one line, but okay. I mean, isn't too much. We split it in two. It seems that we have too much for one. Yeah, but this one seems to be designed, you know, to give some maluses. I mean, probably also the previous one where you burned your leg, you know, but I mean, burning your leg is not really giving you any. Well, it could give you fire resistance though. I don't know. I don't want to go too much into this text because it's too long and I think it will take me too much. So I think we just take it as it is. Maybe we can have some special ones that are really doing, you know, some minuses. So let's say that this one is giving you endurance plus 10 and agility minus 10. But then we need something else, otherwise the option costs 0. Can we give him... Can we give a lot of bonuses? Or, I mean, maybe 2 more? Well, even if agility, you know, is... I mean, it's part of the magic tricks. So if you learn some of the tricks, you should have... You know, you should have gained agility, but then we have this other event. Now let's remove the maluses, boys. The maluses are too annoying. Let's remove this break the foot with a board. Let's just keep the fact that late one night you find yourself in the water because the thing was assaulted or whatever, right? And so we can give endurance and agility. This will be a 20 though. If we do endurance and agility, it will be 20. Well, it's not really a magic user. Is a trick. I mean, he's a natural magician. I don't know how to call it, but he's a normal magician. I mean, he's just making tricks with cards, right? He's not a wizard. He's not manipulating magical energy. Cook's assistant and bad experience. Okay, Cook's... by the way, I need to escape all of these things. I think there will be a million that we will have to go through. Probably. You held the job as a cook's assistant. Okay, I cannot do it there. As a cook's assistant at a fine eating establishment. We learned under the experiment of the master chef. You were working hard. Wanted to cook one day, but the owner of the restaurant was a sexist and hired somebody who, despite the lack of experience as a cook, was as easily what a cook could be. This was a sexist. I don't really like it. But the owner of the restaurant... But the owner of the restaurant hired somebody who, despite the lack of experience of a cook, was his idea of what a cook should be. What a cook should look like. They said he was... but the owner of the restaurant was more about the look than the skill. And he hired somebody who, despite the lack of experience as a cook, was it should look like. Angry, you voice your complaint to the restaurant owner. Went into a violent rage and beat you with his fist before throwing you in an alley behind the restaurant. You were later with a broken bone. Yeah, you see, all these ones were because we had some maluses, right? We had some maluses on the physical stats, but you know, the fact that you have a broken bone one time and you know you're... And I don't know, I think you can overcome it so easy. Column is the same. I think we lowercase them anyway, so doesn't make any difference. Angry, you voice your complaint to the restaurant owner. Went into a violent range and beat you with his fist while throwing you in the behind the restaurant. I don't know. What do we want to give? We want to give cooking. I don't like this part. This part I think is bad. So I think it's funny. I mean, it's interesting that the cook decided to change the guy because he was like, you were not looking okay. I think it's fine. Invasion and love. During a series of raids on local villages, you were hired as temporary guardsman. The local commander got information of an coming invasion of a small village. You were sent to aid. After some total combat and some incidental energy, you decided to help the wounded locals. Among all the people you helped there, one girl boy was very impressed by your action and fell in love with you. Nice. I think we can give some skill. Maybe let's have some axes and some shield and I mean some other skills, because otherwise we are always staying in the same skills. And it's not a good idea. Let's give some, for example, mace and ammo, you know, which is maybe something that we don't use much. +2, and maybe some shield. Some shield handling, you know. Cooking bonus. Yes. The Girl Boy of the Sky. The Girl Boy of the Sky? Okay. During one of your travels, you found a peculiar place. Every day at the same hour, some colored clouds forming in the sky. You couldn't resist further investigating the source of such event, and you found that the clouds were generated by the beautiful spellcaster, Girl Boy, researching some new spells. Yeah, Girl Boy is too long. Let's say the Girl of the Sky. But the beautiful spellcaster... Ah, because you fell in love. Yeah, but this fell in love. We cannot always fall in love with everyone, you know? I mean, every time you fell in love with him, you fell in love with him. And if... I mean, you cannot fall in love every 2 seconds. Okay. And what is this about? Should we give some magic? You as an object and spent time with her to learn about the art. Okay, so here we are giving some magic, some azure way bonus. Okay. The Girl of the Skies. Very nice. The Bard with Enchanted Voice. Let's say only the Bard is more than enough. You met one bard that decided to write a song just for you. And I expect you fall in love with him. Again, we are falling in love with so many people. Why? Why? I mean, okay. I mean, sometimes we can. I mean, it's not a problem. And especially you said you fell in love with her and him, and you traveled together for some time while he was teaching you music and singing. Okay. And so here we give a musical. So in this case, we fell in love. We fell in love with the thief again. Oh my god. Wasn't this, you know, more for the relationships then? I don't know. I mean, those all looks like relationships somehow. Should I move them under relationships? Because if you fell in love, I think... the problem is that here we are giving specific skills, and so I cannot, because... No. They should stay in events. We cannot move them up, because here we have the dynamic system for... Okay. In love with a thief. One night you heard noises inside your house, and after sneaking with I spotted a thief, searching for food. The thief was in very bad shape. Wasting the food for a long time. Decided to avoid calling the guard. To end the situation, after a small fight, decided to surrender. Spoke with him for hours. I fell in love with him. Her again. We fell in love again. Oh my god. In love with a thief. Okay, but it's interesting because he's a thief. And learn some new tricks. What do we have? We have only lock picking, right? We have lock picking. We give lock picking +2. Yeah, at the moment the only implemented one is lock picking for the thieves. Now I really hope to develop set traps and find traps. I really want to. I really want to. To implement set traps and find traps everywhere in the world, so you will have traps at every step. No, but The beloved rival. You were very competitive and participated in many tournaments. You found yourself... you have the competition here already. But okay. You found yourself frequently against the same girl and boy, leading it to becoming more than a mere rivalry. When the seasonal tournament ended, you set your rivalry apart and a nice love story started. Wow, so many love stories. I didn't realize we had so many love stories in the list. But okay, I mean, another love story. With a rival. I think it's interesting. Yeah, but this one could really be, you know, here, but because it can be, I mean, whatever skill, rival of what? I think it's basically the same as this one. I think I will remove it, and I will just remove my competition. So I will do this. Look, the beloved rival. I will take this text, which anyway is better than mine, and I will put it here. Right. I think it's good. I think it's good. And so we can remove now. If you want to remove this, I need to I need to move everything up one, and then delete this one. Okay. And this one will not exist. The 17 will be GG. GG until we unless we create a new one. Okay. Yeah, because in that case it's not a thief. I mean, it's not specified which kind of rivalry, and so it can be open. You can choose any skill. You know, it can be a rival in herbalism, like it can be a rival in sword or in GG. Unlucky job. Due to a change in the work location of your partner, he was forced to move away, very far away from you. After a few months, the relationship broke apart completely. Okay, but then what? I mean, what skill can I give to this? There is no skill. I mean, which skill can be associated to the fact that she moved away or he moved away? I don't know, I don't like this one. I think I will delete it. I don't know, it's too generic. It doesn't have any... Or we move it to relationships again, right? And so you basically have your loved one move away, and you dedicate to something to feel the emptiness, because your soul is empty, and so you feel it with something. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, we can add a new one here. I think we should add it in the love part. No, we have it also here. No, it's okay. We can add it here. But it's more of a relationship, you know, than anything else, with an open skill, because there is no indication of any skill or anything, so you can choose it. So we can say, after a few months, the relationship broke apart completely. And to fill the void, you decided to focus on something new. Please choose a skill. Right? Please choose a skill. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I'm super happy by all these choices, but anyway, it's better having them than not. So we can refine it one day, which probably will never come, but we can maybe one day decide to refine them. And okay, so unlucky job, also we need to cut it off. So we move this up. The wrong twin. During a relationship, how many relationship? Why in life events if we said that they were in relationships? Because probably these ones are coming from the old. Are these ones coming from the old or they are new? Because you see that they are marked differently. During a relationship with a girl boy, you discovered that she decided to dump you and started to send his own twin to date you. Holy fuck. He sent a twin to date you. No. I mean, you would discover it immediately, though. Because, I mean, if they send you a twin to date you and you already know the person, you say, okay, let's go where we went the other day. And this guy has no idea where you have to go. You know? And also, I think that a twin will... I think it's a bit of a myth, but I don't think twins are really the same in a relationship, right? I mean, they may be looking the same, but I think their character may be completely different. So I think you will find out that it's the wrong twin super easy. But I think it's a kind of a fun one. I want to keep it. I mean, it's a bit of a stupid one, but I like it. I think it will make people laugh when they read this. So I think we can leave it. But what kind of skill we can? But again, it's a relationship. But the relationship with the girl boy discovered that she decided to dump you and started to send his twin to date you. I mean, we need to add some skills. Let's do this. Let's change it to during a relationship with a girl boy at the local fighters guild. So we make it specific and so it cannot go in relationships. During a relationship with a girl boy, the local fighter guild. Let's make it more complex. Let's say you had a relationship with a girl boy at the local fighter guild, right? After 3 losses, no, after three wins against him, she secretly after you won, after 3 consecutive wins, she secretly decided to dump you and started to send his or her twin to date you. You discovered it only a few weeks later, and you were very shocked and upset. Okay, so now since we characterized it with a skill, which is the fighter guild and the fight, we can use it here. We can put it here, and we can give some fighting skills. We want to go for ranged. I think we never go for ranged. I think we can give... No, but if he's fighting, I mean, fighting with bows is not a good idea. Maybe X. Also X, we never use it. Let's go for X. X +2. And you want to add anything else? Charisma -10. The plague. A plague spread to your home settlement, killing some of your loved ones. The experience left a deep impression on your soul and you started to develop an interest in healing spells and herbs. Perfect. This one finally makes sense and makes my job easier. Thank you. So yes, we can have Crystal Way +2. Blue Way, Herbalism, Alchemy. Yeah, but let's not put like 1 million of them. Let's put Crystal Way in Alchemy, maybe. Crystal Way in Alchemy. So this become a 20. Okay. Crystal Way in Alchemy. Why this thing is this color? Okay, anyway. Let me remove all these colors. I think they are added because anyway. Let's see. Okay. The plug is fine. Different ideas on family. This is a new one. Eh? After a relationship with your partner was solid enough, she started to ask about having a baby. Your opinion were different since you felt it was nothing. It was not the time yet. The relationship started here until she decided to end it. Deleted. I don't like it. I mean, I don't know what I don't know how to associate it to a skill. Deleted. Absolutely deleted. Vital decisions on family. After a relationship with your partner was solid enough, you started to dream about having about having a baby. Your partner opinion with different. Why? I deleted the wrong one. Wait. No, it's the same text. Ah, because one is she started and the other is you started. GG, boys. No way. I mean, can we use this somehow? I don't know. I think it's annoying. I don't think it's... And I don't know what to associate it to. Okay, the plague survived the flood. Survived the flood. You were visiting friend in the country when a vicious thunderstorm caused a flash flood in the middle of the night. The entire home and all their farmland was covered with water, and you had to swim in a tree and leap into rescue a boat. Yeah, can we say a bit more? You had to swim to a tree. Hold there for a long time. For a long time until a rescue boat arrived. Strength and endurance. I don't know. I mean, yes, but these are such a small events that they really can affect your... Well, maybe you were scared, you know, and you decided to then develop your body because you say, I don't want this to happen again, so I want to be strong. Yeah, maybe in that sense makes sense. Maybe in that sense can make sense. Okay. You got lost for a year. Holy freaking hell. Didn't we have this already? Lost for a year. I remember this lost for a year somewhere. No? We had a lost twin. We had a long journey. No, we don't have it. It's impossible. No, I think I remember it just because it's one of the former choices, and so maybe I choose it sometimes. Lost for a year. When you were young, you got lost in a big city. You got lost in a big city and lived as a street urchin for months. You stole a dagger in Am's shop and we were a man of defense. You managed to get on only by begging, pickpocketing, and stealing food from merchants. You took a few dirty jobs. Okay, I think it's nice. So we can have knife and daggers plus 2, and we can have lock picking plus 2. Well, let's just keep knife and daggers. Maybe let's put a knife and dagger plus 4. Let's make one skill a bit bigger just for fun. Your family moved a great distance. When you were young, your family moved from a small village far away. Moved from, not to? Okay. You had to help hunt and gather food. You also had to help cook and prepare the food for your family. During the journey, your camp was attacked by a band of heavy robbers. This one is a bit of a mix of everything. I don't know. Harvest and cooking again. Can we have something about armor? Can we have something about armor? Let me change this one. So this one is family moved. Okay, family moved. When you were younger, your family moved. Your family had to move to a new location. The trip was prepared carefully, and you had the task to prepare. Some protection clothes, for the whole family. We'll say the trip was prepared carefully for months, right? And you had the task to prepare some protection clothes for the whole family, and for the trip, and for the trip. Okay, so at least we can have this one on light armor and medium armor. I think we can have light armor +2 and medium armor +2. This will be a 20 though, huh? Yeah, we should change them a bit, because the relationship. I mean, we should think a bit to the skills, you know? We should think a bit to the skills, actually. Your mother was a dancer. Your mother was a dancer. She came from your family when dancing was a part of the culture. Until your father found herself with frivolous activity, your mother passed it as passion, and blah blah blah. Training you in many elaborate, beautiful dances, blah blah blah. When your father found out what was going on, and he was a very tempered man, and he beat you, bothering your mother and his parents, and he left anger, bitter, and fearful of authority. Okay, I don't know why this story always have to be, you know, sad and have a bad side, but okay. I don't know, really, why? Dancer. Let's just call it a dancer. A dancer mom. A dancer mom? A dancer mother? A mother dancer? A dancer mother? I don't know. Your mother was a dancer. You came from a family. Okay, culture. I told your father from such a figure. Your mother was. One day your father was gonna. I mean, I understand it. We want to have it like fearful of authority, but even if we say that, okay, even if we say that the experience left you angry, bitter, and fearful of authority, which is a kind of an interesting point for role play, and so I think we should keep it. This doesn't translate into any freaking skill. It doesn't give you any skill unless we say agility +20. Agility, +20, a charisma -10. I don't know. Right? But this is really a manipulation element. This one is really a way to manipulate, you know, to power through the character creation, though. Because if you want agility, you just choose this one, and you manipulate a bit the thing, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to change them all, but some of them I don't like them too much. But I don't know. Maybe I just want a happy world. A happy world where everything is fine. I don't know, maybe. It's okay. You travel with the circus. Nice. So what do we call this one? Circus. Circus on the road. On the road with the circus. Circus road trip. Circus road trip. A traveling circus came near your home and you were excited about all their activities. You decided to leave home and join them without telling anyone. Holy shit. So you left your family basically and joined the circus. During the year you developed a great courage as well as amazing skill of astonishing any crowd of spectators. Being on the road you face some of the best situations. So make more happy ones. Yeah, exactly. A traveling circus came. Being on the road, you face also some bad situation. Yeah, I mean, like this, I think is fine. But Really having your father beat you and your mom and getting upset, you know, I don't know. I mean, why? I mean, maybe we can say, I mean, we can smooth it a bit, you know. We can say, one day your father found what was going on, and he was a bad ill-tempered man, and he locked you and your mother out of the home for a few days, something like that. He locked you and your mother out of the home for a few days, right? So you couldn't enter home, basically, so you had to live on the street for a few days, which is, you know, harsh enough. The spirit left you angry, bitter, and feel of authority. Okay, I think that's enough. You know, I changed it a bit. A traveling circus came near your home and you decided, okay, the circus is nice. What the circus, what do we give about the circus? I have no idea. I mean, unless you had a job at the circus. Can you have a job at the circus? Well, we can go for empathy though, because empathy is for creatures. So we can say that there were many animals as well. Wait, you decided during the year you developed some empathy with the various beasts. Part of the circus, part of the show. And then we can say, being on the road, you also face some bad situations. Okay. And so here we can have empathy +2. If we want to have a +4 and go 20 on the empathy, which is a skill that you don't, you know, you don't really develop too much, maybe yes. Your friend owned Guja. Okay, this is impossible because Guja does not exist. Wait, do not exist. No, they don't exist. They don't exist in the former war. No, I was trying to understand if it was a race they brought them in, but no, I don't think so. Maybe yes, but I don't remember. So this cannot be. So this one needs to be Friend's Farm. Right, needs to be Friend's Farm. With the escape. You had a friend whose family owned a farm. Your friend was invited you to out the farm where you relate on his family. You also helped them with some farm at work. One day when you were spending time with your farm friend on your farm. Fuck, this thing is hard to read. But on your friend's farm, he convinced you. Yeah, because we didn't say he, because we don't know if it's he or she, but he or she convinced you to drink from a jar of strong liquor. The liquor was bad and it sent you in coma. Wow. It took you at least 2 weeks to recover. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Okay. So what do we want to have? Poison resistance or disease resistance or... You can have poison resistance. That is easy one. I mean, you basically got poisoned and you survived, so why not? Now we set +4 for the resistance. Okay. I don't remember who wrote these ones originally, but it was not me. You joined the fight club. Ah, you joined the fight club, huh? You want to fight, boy? For about 1 year, you were an active member of your local adolescent fight club, where you spent much of your formative time learning the ways of war. As a result, your book... What? Ah, your book learning, I mean, meaning your you know, academic thingy. Your book learning suffered, but you gained a distinct advantage in the use of armored weaponry and battle techniques. Very nice! We needed that. So we can use, maybe on this one we can have melee, fuck, melee, I will never remember how to pronounce it. Melee, and maybe we give medium armor, or light armor, or heavy armor. I think light armor. I think that at the beginning you will use light armor anyway, and not heavy, and not medium. I think you will develop medium armor and heavy armor later on in the game, so I think light armor is okay. So this one is at 20. You explore the secret cave. So secret cave. So the secret cave. One of your friends told you about a cave he discovered. Wow, this one is super long. What the hell? This one is a book. And he asked you if you could explore with him. You agreed to do so, and as soon as he led you into an indentation in the side of a small hill. The cave opening was only about half a meter in diameter. It was mostly overgrown with grass. Why all these details? At first sight, you thought that your friend had told he was a fool to think such a tiny hole could be a cave, but then he urged you to poke your head inside for a look. You took a torch, shined it into the hole, and looked inside. The hole opened into a vast underground chamber. As soon as the two of you were barely able to squeeze through the other side. Armed with nothing but a couple of old daggers you had borrowed from your father all the time, the two of you explored the cave. Somewhere in the midst of exploring, you were attacked by a monster. Your friend was killed by a consumer, which cannot be because it is a monster of our world. But you managed to fend off the monster with your dagger, and you also managed to fly. Oh my god, why is this one so long? One of your friends told you about a cave he discovered. And you agreed to follow him. To follow him there. Okay. I mean, the cave opening was only about half a meter in diameter, and it was smoothly overgrown with grass. At first sight, let's say without first sight, let's say you laughed at your friend and told him he was a fool to think such a tiny hole could be a cave. But then he urged you to poke the head inside to take a look. It's a bit long, but you took a torch, shined into a hole, and looked inside. The hole opened into a vast underground chamber, and soon the two of you were barely able to squeeze through it to the other side. Armed with nothing but a couple of old daggers, and all the rest I will kill it because it's too long. You explored the cave. You explored the secret cave. I mean, it's too long, it becomes a book. Okay, so exploration. Exploration is giving again knife and dagger. But we gave it already. Can we go for ranged? Saying chamber. Armor with nothing but a couple of homemade bows, of kid-made. Can you say kid-made? Of fragile bows. Of fragile. How do I say that they are like? They are like dummy bows. I mean, not real one. I mean, like kids' toys. I mean, we can say bow toys. Let's say bows. Let's say bows. A couple of bows. You explored the secret cave. Okay, let's give range to this one. Just because we can. So that we... Oh my god, this list is nearly finished. Luckily, it's nearly finished. I want to move on, boys. Search for inner self. Oh my god. With Langs? No, it's impossible. After experiencing a bad period of depression, you decided to leave everything and join in a small church in a village a few kilometers away from your house. The priest told you about how to manipulate the dreams of others. Really? How to dominate fear and how to improve your intelligence. That experience brought you a lot of insight into yourself and your future goals. Because the manipulation is because it's Langs, but we cannot use Langs because we are not in our world anymore. I mean, not yet. We're not in Iliacum yet. So, but I think we can use this. We can call it Sacred Teaching. Do you say teaching or do you say something else? Sacred. Can you say sacred teaching? I mean, teaching being a known, being something that you learned. Teaching. Let's remove depression. After experiencing a bad period in your life, you decided to leave everything and join a small church in a village a few kilometers away from your house. The priest told you about how to manipulate the dreams of others. Seems to be a bit too much. I mean, it seems to be magic. It seems to be blue way Azure way magic then. But we can have it. I mean, we can have it. But it seems to be a bit too strong, but we can have it. The priest taught you about how to manipulate. Let's say not how to manipulate, how to influence the mind, how to influence the mind of others. How to dominate fear and how to improve, how to dominate fear. Improve your intelligence, I don't know, but okay, improve your seems to be a bit too much, you know. And how to dominate fear. The experience brought you a lot of insight into yourself and your future goals. Okay, I think it's nice. Like this, I think is okay. And we can give Azure Way. But we have already Azure Way. We have Azure Way everywhere. Why we have so much Azure Way? Because they were the girl of the sky. We should make it a girl of the water or something. The girl of the river. The girl of the sky. Because it's really air. Even if a cloud is made of water, so a cloud, I mean, it doesn't mean that a cloud must be Azure Way. A cloud can also be Blue Way somehow. Because anyway, it's made of water, right? So you know what? I will force it a bit and people will be a bit confused of why, but I would say because the cloud is made of water and it will be Blue Way here, so we can go Azure Way here. You served as a campaign volunteer. Campaign volunteer? What do you mean? Selling McDonald's on the street? You have on several occasions volunteered your time and service to a politician. V? What is V? V is an English word? What the hell? What is English? Vieni. To race, to compete. How do you pronounce it in English?
Bye.
Bye. Really? Vie for office. I think no one that is not English. I mean, no one will understand this. Let's make it simpler. I don't know. It's a word I never heard. Maybe you do. But You have on several occasions volunteered your time and service to help politician. Or we say race for office, or we say compete, contend. Probably is really the right word. Maybe there is not another word that there is not another word. V, yeah, V is weird, you know, but don't you also say run for office, run for an office? I think you say run for office. I think you say run for office. Yes, you say run. So let's use run. You have on several occasions volunteered your time as a virtual politician run for office. Over about 1 year, you have made many contacts and improved your public relations skill. Because of the time you have spent working on politics, you were forced to sacrifice some of the other personal development. Okay, so this basically is a pure charisma, bonus. This one. Okay, I understand. Politician career failed. Wow. During 1 year of your life, you became quite interested in politics and decided to try to make a life out of it. Thanks to a friend who was already working in a local office, you were introduced to him and started to make your way on that career. You know what is the problem of this? Is that this really relies on being in a big city with politics, and in some of the backgrounds of our races. I mean, obviously all the races have big cities, but thanks to a friend, it was already. Thanks to a friend that had good contacts. You weren't introduced to him. To him who? You were introduced and started to make your way on that career path. Unfortunately, that officer was assassinated. Your career was stopped. You said, this friend. Unfortunately, he was assassinated and your career stopped. You decided not to try again. Yeah, it seems to be a good idea. Politician. The problem is, what do we give in these things? These ones are, you know, kind of interesting events, but are not related to any skill, really. How can I relate a politician career with anything that relates to our skill? I mean, yes, I can give a bit of a charisma, but again, I don't know. These ones are very hard to assign, you know. I don't know if I should assign them to anything. I'm tempted to delete them, boys. I'm tempted to delete them, but because we don't have a skill related to this. We don't have a skill. I mean, it can be charisma. I think we can have one on politics, no more than one. I think I will remove them. It's a pity because we lose, you know, but I think one per topic is okay. I mean, having like 3 on politics and also we cannot really associate them to anything, I think it's just making our life harder, you know? You served as a guild spy. Ah, this one is interesting. Your cousin was a member of a guild, and they needed somebody to serve as a spy of other guilds in the area. You were still quite young, and as you were less vulnerable to suspicion of espionage. You made your way from guild to guild, clad... What? Clad? Clad means... There are a lot of new words for me today, yeah? Clad. Okay. I didn't know it. Clad in dirty rags and selling little trinkets. While most of the other guilds did not suspect you were a spy, there were a couple that banned you from their presence. Why? To spy on the suspicious guild, you resorted on sneaking about, lurking in shadow, climbing walls, and eavesdropping. Eavesdropping? What is eavesdropping? Ah, yeah, it's like ears. Ah, okay, it's said eaves. Okay, nice. I didn't know that. This one is nice. The problem is that we don't have any of these abilities. We only have lock picking that we can give again, but this one should be expanded in the future with hiding shadows. So we can give lock picking +2 and agility +10. And make it a 20. And it's an interesting one, so I like it. You rescue the family. This one should be called Guild Spy. You rescue the family from a burning house. One day you were taken out of a walk and you heard the scream. Oh my god, this one is also a book. Look at this. 5 lines. You were taken out, turning in that direction, you saw a thick smoke billowing up. You quickly ran toward the screams as soon as you could hear the rushing, snapping sound of... It's too long, boys. It doesn't have to be a story. Taking just enough time to cover yourself with thick animal hide, which has been cruising outside the edge, you raced into the flames and rescued the little girl. She was crying for her mother, so you rushed... You damage your lungs. This is again for negative points. I think we need positive points and not negative because we cannot really remove. Okay, let me make this one shorter because it's like insane. One day you were taking out a walk when you heard the screams. You quickly ran towards the scream, and soon you could hear the rushing, snapping sounds of flames. You quickly ran toward... Can we shorten this? You reached a house. You reached a house where... you reach the house, let's say surrounded by flames, okay? Surrounded by flames. As you reached a house surrounded by flames. So it is more than enough. Taking just enough time to cover yourself with a thick animal hide. Oh my god. Taking just enough to cover yourself. So covered with a thick animal hide. We should have been curing outside the house, bro. It's too long. You raced in. And rescued a little girl. She was kind of inside. Let them all to safety. She was crying for her mother, so you rushed in. So you searched more. You searched more, and led also the mother to safety. Right after that, the roof of the house caved in. I would say would be nice if you could, if you have to stay in and get out, and we get some resistance to fire or some fire magic thingy. The roof of the side caved in. Right after that, the roof of the house caved in, and you couldn't escape. And you couldn't escape for quite some time. For a period which looked like an eternity. Which looked like an eternity to you. I don't need about all of this. I mean, I don't care about this. And we can say that maybe the fire, you know. I want to make it a bit mystical, you know, that you kind of learned or find out that the fire was not really having a strong effect on you, and the fire was like your friend, or something like that. You raced in and rescued your pasta. Yes, and you remove your pasta because it was overcooked, and you should never overcook your pasta. So, and you couldn't escape for a period which looked like an eternity to you. Strangely, surprisingly, you find yourself to like fire, and to be able to live with it more than you thought. Okay, to live, to coexist. Do you say coexist? More than you thought. Okay, and so here we give a red way +2. Easy red way +2. I mean, we need to make more entries, you know, that are actually giving meaningful skills. I mean, I like the stories for the background a bit, but it cannot be only stories for the sake of stories. Otherwise, you're never going. We're not going anywhere. And also, we should give a bit of a, you know, mystical, magical flavor to these things, right? Sometimes, mainly when they're involving magic. Burning house. You are a Rivna jockey. Can we have another one? They maybe is connected to Brown Way. Can we have another one that's connected to Brown Way? I mean, let me read the other ones. But you were a Rivna jockey. Rivna cannot be. A popular sport among the country. The business is joking and racing against each other, placing bets, so condition were in place. When you read the jockey, your career. You fell from the mount mid-race and your right leg got trampled by another. Fuck. You find that you have an affinity for fire. You reach the girl. So you find that you are. So surprisingly, you find you are. You. There are so many you. You find you have an affinity for fire. As you were able to, well, control the flames seems a bit too much. They say to move the flames, out of your rescue path. Which move, I mean, can be interpreted. I mean, if it's real, you know, magic. I mean, if you were really manipulating already some magic or not, or just you were resilient to them because they were, you know. I think an affinity to fire is good. I think if we can generate, you know, 2 or 3 others, because here we have Crystal Way. We have Crystal Way. We have Blue Way. We have Azure Way, and we have Red Way. So we are only missing brown and dark, right? We are only missing brown and dark to actually, you know, complete the set. And I think we should complete the set. You were a Rivnak joking. I don't know. This one I don't like it too much. Also because I don't know what it's associated with. I mean, again, agility, but agility. Stop agility for. I mean, it's too much agility. I'm thinking. Runway can be something similar. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me see the other ones. This one about the jockey, I have no idea how to use it for. Your parents were bartenders. Okay. Your parents were an owner of a pub. So because we have brewery. We have brewery. I mean, we gave brewery already. We gave brewery here, Brewing 6. Because you decided to work at a brewery providing your knowledge and taste. And I mean, if your parents have a brewery, it's a bit of a duplication, but okay. I think it could be fine. Parent bartender. Can you say parents? Bartenders parents or something like that? Can you say something like that? I don't know, just to make it short. Your partner were the owner of a pub. They had to work until very late at night. They started to be quite normal of you. Yeah, because you mean it for the endurance. No, I don't care about the endurance. The partner were the owner of a pub. You learned the way to make. You learned the ingredients. And the process to produce various type of beers, and you experimented with your own flavor, with your own flavors or something, your own ideas, with your own ideas. So this can be brewing +2. And I don't know why this one is duplicated, but probably because it's just a copy paste. Can we have 2 related to the problem is that I deleted so many. That I think I need to rebalance event 1 and event 2, but it's okay. I think I will have 2 more. So we have 32. Anyway, 32 is a lot. 32 is a lot. 32 is a lot. I think it's not bad. There's a lot of options. Can we have this Rivnak? Can we use the jockey? Bartender parents. Ah, this way, yes. Bartender parents. Yeah, why I did it the other way? Because the other way is like if the bartender has parent. Okay. Can we have a bit of a mystical story about brown and one about dark? One about brown, one about dark. Dark is very fun to do, I'm sure. Brown is a bit tough because brown Brown way for us is brown way for us is protection, summoning of natural creatures, monster, friend of nature, nature in general. I mean, we can have you summon something without really understanding that you are doing it, but we can have you stop a rock or move a rock, or we can have you do what? I mean, it has to be a bit mystical and magical, like the previous one. I mean, it's a bit of borderline, you know, magic. A bit borderline magic. Bit of borderline magic. I mean, you could slide down. You could slide down a slope, and something may happen while you're sliding down. Gathering. I mean, we can try. Nature. 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 I mean, it's not nature manipulation because it's too much, but nature affinity. Nature affinity. Nature affinity. Let's call it nature affinity. Nature affinity is okay. You were fascinated about nature and we're always traveling. Oh, I already did this mistake many times. I think it's one L only, eh? Traveling with one L only. Yeah, because in Italian we have a lot of double letters. You were fascinated about nature and we're always traveling to explore new areas. One day you stepped into a fake soil. How do you say when the ground is not real? I mean, when the ground is like too weak to sustain you. Let's say you made you stepped into a fragile rock and fell down a slope. Okay, when you step into fragile rock and fell down a slope. The fall was long and you would have died for sure. You would surely die. You would have died surely. You have died surely. But yeah, like not really quicksand. The fall was long and you would have died surely, but something special happened. No, wait, I need to... It's too long or not? You were fascinated about nature and we're always traveling to explore new areas. One day you stepped into a fragile rock. You stepped into a fragile rock and fell down a slope. Fell down a hidden slope. I mean, you didn't see it, right? Hidden side of a mountain. And it fell down a side of a mountain. Fell down along a side, along this side, along a mountainside, along a mountainside. I think is better English. Slippery, sloppy. You fell down along a mountainside, a mountain slope. You fell down a mountain slope. I don't know. Looking down, you were sure of that. You were sure of looking down, you were sure of that. Desperately looking for something to grab, or desperately looking for something that could stop your fall. You the natural way could be finally become the protector. No, I mean to this thing, I'm not gonna redo it. Desperately looking for something that could stop your fall. You saw a group of flat rocks coming out. I mean, flat rocks inserted into the mountainside. Looking down, you were sure of that. As we're looking for something that could stop your fall, you saw a group of flat rocks inserted into the mountainside, and one moved towards you at the right time. Still, you cannot explain what happened. Okay? So I don't know, it's just, I mean, you saw a rock moving for some reason, and maybe it's just because you wanted to be moving so much because it was out of reach, just out of reach. Yeah, we can say you saw a group of flat rocks into the mountainside, just out of reach. I mean, how can I say out of reach just by a small amount? Out of reach just by a small distance. And then one moved towards you at the right time. So you can explain what happened. Okay? Brown way +2. Easy. Okay. Dark way, an independent child from birth. You observed the world and found it inviting. You left home at an early age and wandered the countryside. A series of events followed by flash flood caused your ultimate death. You were resurrected. No. Too much. No. Resurrection is too much. Yeah, it's too much. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but I think it's too much. I mean, I'm thinking about it, but I mean, it could bring you back from near death. I mean, being close to, from being nearly there, but not there, but Could be that you are so close, you know, but you know, Dark Way is more about yeah, it's also, I mean, you can also have death included, but they tend to create, yes, so the description says it's basically drain of energy, right? It's drain of energy is consumption of stuff to create energy for you. So yeah, it's a drain. It's basically, I mean, I think drain express it pretty well. But it's also controlling of death, or speaking with dead, or controlling object, controlling that stuff. Controlling that stuff. Nearly drowned. Yeah, we could also have a nearly drowned, and then the problem is that water is the element, and water is the element. This is not an easy one. I need an idea. Well, I had an idea now, but it's a bit gruesome. I had an idea, but I don't know if I want to tell it. I want to tell this idea. It's a bit violent and gory. Because I mean, blood can be involved, right? So I mean, it could be like a vampire kind of thingy. I don't know, you were nearly dying and you had to drink the blood of an animal or something to stay alive, you know, something like that, but it sounds a bit too much. Yeah, I had in my mind a picture of someone trying to stay alive by eating a rat or something, or drinking the blood of a rat. But I mean, it's something that happened in your youth, right? So we could have you getting very, very, very angry at someone, right? And killing his pet just by will. Right? So imagine you have a cat or any pet. You have a small hamster as a pet, and you are my friend somehow, and we get very angry at each other, and I look at your pet, get super angry. I say, I will kill him, and if you do this, I will kill him, and the pet actually dies for real. And you don't understand what happened. I think we can do it this way. It's a bit... I think we can do it this way. Well, I think we can call it unwanted unneeded vengeance or something like that. Unneeded, unnecessary. Unnecessary or unnecessary? Fuck. The double. Unnecessary. Or unnecessary energy, or we can just call it dark energy. Let's call it just dark energy. I think it's easy enough. We can just call it dark energy. And dark energy, we can say, as a young boy, You got very upset with a friend. You got very upset with a friend. Why you got upset? You got very upset with a friend. As he was unfair. As he was repeatedly unfair. Repeatedly unfair in a game, winning by cheating, right? As he was repeatedly unfair in a game, winning by cheating, and overriding rules, right? One day you really burst out. Yeah, one day you really burst out. And you screamed at him and threatened, boys, sometimes English. Yeah, threatened. Wow, I wrote it right. And threatened to kill is okay. Let's not make it a cat, otherwise everyone will cry. Can we make it a hamster? Can we make it an hamster pet, or you are crying for the hamster as well. So one day you really burst out and you screamed at him, going overboard. You threatened without any. You found the easiest target, and threatened to kill his hamster. Does hamster exist in that world? That's a good question. We can just say his pet, and everyone can think which kind of pet it is. Threatened. I have one. Fuck! I have the H in the wrong place. And threatened to kill his pet. You gave the pet a deep gaze. Can you say a deep gaze? I say a deep look. You gave the pet a deep gaze. And you wished him dead. No, a deep gaze, no. Let's say, yeah, a deep gaze I think is okay. You felt so that could be an Avenger for Justice. No, I mean it's just the situation that went this way. So I mean it's just in this situation that you got mad at someone that was cheating, but it's not that you. I mean, it's not that you wanted to have justice. I mean, it's not that you are the savior of justice or something. It's just that you got upset because he was, you know. So I mean, it doesn't have any particular meaning on justice, but it's just that you got upset You gave the pet a deep gain, you wish him dead. You felt a rush of energy in your what? Where do you feel the energy when you drain? in your chest. Let's say in your chest. You felt a rush of energy in your chest. Few minutes later, the pet was dead. You still cannot explain. Well, now you can. Yeah, still you cannot explain what happened. I think is not probably the best in this case, because I think that after you learn maybe the dark way, you know exactly what happened. But the pet was dead. No, I think I will leave it like that. I think I will leave it like this. A few minutes later, the pet was found dead. Dark Way +2. Okay, we finished, boys. I don't want to do this job for the next at least year, okay? So I did the heavy lifting. Now, if anyone wants to improve it, change it, update it, modify it, you are more than welcome. And I hope I don't have to do this again myself. I hope someone from, for example, rules will show up and will do this job, right? For example, why doesn't like this one? Why is saying bad element? Why is saying error? Holy fuck. I think we have a problem here, boys. Why is saying error here? I don't understand. The line is there, no? Error. And +10. Ah, because there is the thing at the end. He doesn't want these things at the end. Yes, the semicolon. Semicolon at the end, he doesn't want it for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Yeah, because it's the tokenizer. Because we tokenize and bad element. We have one bad element. Knife and daggers, I think it is. No. Is knives and daggers. Pom 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 pom. Fuck! Okay, it's not knives and daggers. Okay, what is the name of the skill? Yeah, it's knives and daggers. Why doesn't like it? Ah, because it's knives. No, with a V and not with the F. Okay. Okay. We still have a bad element. I don't understand this bad element though. Endurance 10. Will 10. What is the problem? End +10, will +10. Okay, now it's okay. No, it was just, yeah, knives. Yes, thank you. Okay, bad element. There's another bad element. Brewing. Brewing. Maybe it's brewer or is brew something else. is where is it? Where is it? It should be at the end, no? Because this one brewing. How did I type it? I typed it okay. Brewing +2. Come on, you can do it. Ah, it's not this one. Fuck, it was the previous one. Ah, empathy at G. Ah, because this was the Rivnak thingy. No, the Rivnak thingy, we kill it. The Rivnak thingy, we kill it. So this one is not going to be used. So all these ones are not going to be used, and this one we're going to... You know what? I think I'm going to delete, because these one unfortunately are sensitive to changes. So I think my suggestion is to delete them all and to put them all again, because otherwise they may be wrong data. They may be wrong data. Ah, mistakes were made. Okay, now I'm gonna fix it. The mistake is that life events are actually going into another table, which at this point doesn't make really any sense, but at the time he had a sense, because we had the creation life, we also had the relations, and you could you know, but anyway, it's long to explain. You could add and remove, you know, add choices, remove choices, all of this, but this we are not using anymore. So at least for now, they may be in the future, I don't know, but for now we're not using it. So you know what we can do? I think we can just delete everything. CP cost is base. Also the query is slightly different. The query is slightly different. So this one should insert into character creation life instead of character creation, and it should have ID, name, description, CP cost, script name, and then is base. Just because it's the way it was designed, is base, and then I just have to remember, because from here down is a different one. And then we do so the last one should be always yes. G146, exactly. This one doesn't make any sense anymore. This one should be always be yes. Let me just copy 1 second and see how it looks. Various 20 character create 2 and yes. Okay, it's good. So this thing is good, and the rest is identical. So I think that we just need to copy this like that. Okay. And in theory should work, in theory. Okay, now that we have them all, we can delete all the pre-existing. So I think we can delete all of that and save it. Delete Delete all these ones. And save it. Okay. And now in theory we see if our script works, right? Because I have no idea, but potentially, maybe. So we have two things. We have to insert into progression scripts. Ah, yes, I think we can also delete from progression scripts. We should delete from progression scripts, from progression events. Why progression scripts? Progression events, yeah. From progression events, we should delete all the character create. All the character create, which hopefully they are all in the same spot. Delete. Save. Yeah, it seems to be all in the same place. Okay, so now we can. So the insertion of this should be easy in theory. But let me do it block by block just to see that we don't get any errors. Okay. Let me do it block by block, and then we will obviously copy into a file, and we will you know, make this final. Final meaning until the next time we change it. Okay, this part seems to go smooth, but this is the easy part. That is the easy part, because the harder part is coming next, where there are all the descriptions. Ah! Okay, there is one which is duplicate, which is number 12. Yes, it is. Number 12 is duplicate, actually. So we can use 36, or we can move all these numbers up. Is 14 also duplicate? Yes, also 16, also. Why? How is possible? These numbers are wrong. And we can go from 42. Yeah, let's go from 42 down. I don't know, these numbers is probably a copy paste, that's why. Probably. Okay. So I have to redo this piece. I think they will be updated automatically, no? Yes, they are already updated automatically. So if I try to do this now, this one failed at the first line, so I think it's safe. Okay. Then we can take this part. Okay. Why all these scripts are empty? Ah, yes, because they are the relationships. Okay. And then we take this block. Oh. Also, this one is a copy paste. Yeah. So this one. This one is different. Ah, because the character creation. So, or we put them in a different. Because here actually. No, but I think it's better if they are reading different numbers. Let's go a different number. I don't know, 500 or 400 or something. We have a 500 here that we never used. Let's go, 400 is here. Let's go 500. Let's go 500. Let's use a completely different number so we are sure that we are not overlapping with anything. Okay. Okay. I don't know why, but I have them on the left, and I think it's more clear then. Okay, so life events also we need to regenerate. So basically from here down, wait. Yeah, these lines we can delete anyway. These lines are not needed, so I can delete them. Okay, so we do this insert. We do this insert. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then, okay, now we have the hard part, because here it will fail due to the quotes. Unfortunately, the quotes will be a problem, I'm sure. The quotes will be an issue, but we can fix them one by one. So we inserted this one. Now we need to insert these ones, okay? So let's see. The first set, I think we already checked. In fact, is going through well. The second set, I think we already checked and is going through well. Now from here down, I think we may get issues. We may have problems from here down, but let's see. Yes, obviously. This one is missing something. 83. 83 is missing some value. It's missing the cost. It was just missing the cost. Why this one is 0? Wow, we want this one to be 30? But no, pickpockets doesn't exist. Who said that? Why is not giving an error? Because I added pickpocket even if it doesn't exist. There is an issue though, boys. This one is a 20. Okay. There may be some that we have to double check, but so let me redo this progression event because it's broken. Let me delete it. So 83, 83 is the one we need to redo. 83, and let me insert this. Okay, and then let me redo from 83 down. From 83 down. I will recopy them all anyway, but this is just to do one test. Okay, this one we're good, incredible. This one probably will not. Yes, this one will not. So we have number 21. Number 21, which has a wrong character. That is this one. So if I fix that, if I fix that, the rest seems to be fine. Okay, that's good. Okay, that went in. Okay, we don't have too many left, but let's see. This one is fully broken. The first one is broken. Beast. Okay, let's see if this one goes in. It did. It did. Okay, let's see this set. Ah, duplicate entry 1000. What do you mean? We used 1000 already. Where did we use 1000? I think it is something that I didn't delete. Yeah, it is just something that I didn't delete. It's something I didn't delete from character creation. Character creation. I think I deleted them all though, but okay. Delete. I don't know. Strange. There's something weird going on. But fine. Okay. These ones went in, so we are here. We did all the relationship. Yeah, because it's the one that we tested, but I thought I deleted. Okay, and then we do this block, which is broken, but we can fix it. It's broken at 511. In the couldn't resist, it's broken at 511. At the couldn't resist. Okay. Then is broken later on at the 514. This Fighters Guild. And then is broken again at the 5-6. No, at the 525. At the 525. Yes. And then is broken again at the 527. Yeah, all the one that I typed now, and I didn't escape the characters. And then is broken again in Nature Affinity. Mountains. Mountains is twice. Mountain is twice. Okay, and the rest should be fine. Okay, let's try to do this. Nice. Okay. Actually, it was supposed to be base possessive. I don't know. I think I want to move on. If there are some grammatical errors, someone will notice it in the game and it will tell me and I will fix them later on. I think we spent enough time on this. It's good enough. I mean, we did like 95% or 97% and it's okay. It's okay. We don't have any way, you know, to produce a AAA game, but okay, so we did all of this. Now, if we did all of this and everything works, which I have no idea, in theory, if I launch the game, I should see all those options now. So let's see first if the game can load up, because that's a good sign, you know, that the options are correct. Server and client. And then I need to go because it's a bit late. It's a bit late. For tomorrow, you know that I don't know if I will be here or not, because it seems that there is some people that are not available, and so for the tabletop session, and so probably will not play. I don't know. So I will confirm tomorrow. So check the Discord. But anyway, if you see me online, I will anyway type it in Discord if I'm available. Okay, so let's have the server run and the client run as well, and see if all those options is loading the map. For better English, you could just take all the contractions out. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I need someone, you know, which is native speaker to actually, mother tongue, you know, to actually review them, because but consider that many of the people that play the game are not English mother tongue, so maybe they will not notice the they will not notice the, I mean, the minor issues. But yeah, but it's always better to have it right, I'm saying. But if you have to spend, you know, another, you know, 5 hours double checking every single line, I think that maybe it's better not to. It's automatically saved. It's a Google Doc, so whenever you do a change, is saved automatically. So that's the beauty of Google Docs. Okay, so we select our dear Nolthrir and we customize, we give a name, we click few options, we go back, we see our skills, we confirm, we are always born under this one. By the way, it would be nice to have more descriptions of the zodiacs. At the moment the zodiacs are very very simple, but I think it would be nice. So like we have, yeah, that's probably something that we could dedicate some time. Like now the zodiacs are really like one line, but it would be nice to have a bit of a story, even if a short one, but a bit of a story of what it represents. I mean, okay, the sign of the steady hand, tell those born under influence that they have a strong will, fine, but maybe we can, you know, say something about this steady hand or the magic around it, or some of the what people believe on, you know, I don't know, we can. Birth event immediately start with a lost twin. But I changed it. It's not dead. Nice. Because if the first option was someone dead, I think would it be not nice. Is there a way to see that file? Well, I can export it, or I can give access to anyone, you know, I want. I can click on share and give access to this file. You had a twin that disappeared just a few hours after your birth. No one knew what happened or where is now. The event left you with some... The event left you with the will to find him. But sometimes you seem to hear his voice. The lost twin. Do you want to pick the lost twin? It gives you 4 as your resistance, 2 as your way. What? And 3 animal affinity on diurnal. And cost 20. I don't know if it's a good choice. Do you think it's a good choice? We can go to the next one. Temple. I think I should remove this. Temple. I think we should duplicate the... Should we duplicate the title? Probably yes. Due to the star's religious belief. What is gift? Hey, I'm already not reading the description and looking at the bonuses. I'm already acting like I don't want the people to act, but I'm always reading here now. It's already done. The damage is already done, boys. No one will read the left. Fuck. I knew it, but I knew it. I knew that as soon as I add the bonus here, people will just look at this side. Fuck. How do I solve this? I can have a small puzzle, you know, and they have to solve the puzzle to see this. Yeah. This non, I think I have that error in many places. I think we should search for non, and there are 4 of them, you see. I think it's in multiple places. What? Wait a second. I don't understand what is going on. It's finding it, but it's not highlighting the right cell. What do you mean? Yeah. Minor. We changed minor 21. Well, anyway, I will re-extract all of them. So fixing them here is good, right? Because I Eclipse. You put the bonus in the middle. Well, if you put the bonus in the middle, it's even more evident, right? It's even more evident. I think I will change the screen one day. I think I will ask someone to redesign it. I think maybe the sphere, you know, can go at the top and not in the middle. Can be at the left, and then I mean and so the text can be. I don't know. We can think about it, but I think the current way with the text at the left, the thing in the middle, is a bit weird. I mean, I don't know if it's really. I think probably the problem is that if I have to change it, is kind of a pain. But you know, but I think it can be something like. I think it probably will make more sense to be this way. No, but I like it. I like it less actually. I like it less. Well, we should consider this is centered though, but well, I don't know. It could also be a way. Because this way you are forced to read this, you know? I mean, this is really... so, if they are close enough... Yeah, then you can jump to bonus with your eyes immediately when you learn it. When you learn that the bonus is here, you know? I can have the bonus bounce around so you can really see it. What do you mean none is okay? You're asking me to change it. If none is okay, why you ask me to change it? It's interchangeable. If it's perfectly interchangeable, then let's use the shorter one. I don't know. I like... but anyway... But anyway, at the moment it's like this, right? So maybe we can make this one bigger and this one smaller, or the bonus at the bottom, I don't know. But for now we will do. For now we will do. Another thing that I don't like too much is this number in the middle. I think the number should probably be at the top. And also should be, or maybe just nicer, you know, this border, this cutoff is super sharp, you know. If he has like a small border, some effect. I mean, I did it quickly, so, but anyway, it seems to work, huh? Seems to work. You know what we can do? Maybe we can allow them to go also back. So instead of just starting from 1 and going next, if you are at 1, maybe you can also go to the last in the list. So just to have a navigation which is seamless left and right. Otherwise, if you want to go at the end, you have to like click them all. And yeah, but it's a lot to read. If someone... Yeah, but it's working, I think it's working fine. No, I'm just realizing it's a lot to read, but it was a lot to read also in the previous game, so... Ah! Why the choose is not doing anything now? Fuck. What do you mean? Because that field is not selected? But this one is not a relationship. I think we have a bug. I think we have a bug, boys. I think we have a bug. Relationship. Ah, why when I do next, when I do next, the drop down is disappearing. Okay, but anyway, it's a small problem. I will fix it. We selected true love. Fuck, I cannot click on choose. Why? Because is sensing the drop down. So there is a small bug in the drop down detection. Is expecting the drop down to be clicked. Okay, there are two bugs, but it's okay. Anyway, it seems to work. Herbal 2, mining 2, endurance and agility. Wow, look at this one. This is the one that was super long, and I already reduced it. No, but this one is the old text, boys. What? What? This one is the old text. What? How can he get the new name and the old text? That's not possible. Oh my god, this one I didn't save, I think, or something. It didn't save because you see that it's still the old text. How is it possible that I didn't save it? I mean, it's saving it automatically, so... I think I misclicked when I clicked on enter or something on this one, and it didn't fix. And the rest seems to be okay, but wow, I got the only one that I didn't fix. I mean, I can go back and fuck. Hamsters. I can go back and check my own stream and see what we were doing. But it's a bit annoying. I mean, it's easy to find because we were going in a sequence, but I think I wrote that and then I kind of killed it by misclicking. I'm pretty sure I misclicked. So like I didn't press enter or something. Where is this practitioner guy? It's before this. It's before this. It's before this. Is here. He's exactly here. My face sometimes is looking weird. My face sometimes is looking weird. So I deleted. What did I do? I think I deleted this piece. Can I go to X or I can go to X? Yeah, I think I deleted that. And then And then I move to the next one without... you see, it's wrong. Yes, I deleted that and I fucked up. Yes, I fucked up. Yes, I fucked up. Okay, nice. I mean, I can't redo just that one. But anyway, I deleted this. I just deleted this, and then I left. And this. I deleted these two things. I have no idea why it didn't go through, really. I mean, it's very strange, but... It's very strange, but maybe I clicked down instead of up. I don't know, something happened. I don't want to check them all again. I mean, it's too long, but... Yeah, I have the video. I can check, but it's like 3 hours long, so... Uh-oh. Our server crashed. Because it's 6 AM. Okay, it's telling me that it's time to go. My server is telling me it's time to go. Okay. But anyway, I think we finished this job. It's not perfect, but I think it's usable. It's giving a lot of options. Just to summarize. No, I did it right this time. What do you mean? This is the way I want to do it. It's correct. So I think we did a lot of things. We did... I mean, we tested that the inserts are working. We fixed it, all the stuff. We fixed all the values. So now we have the animal affinity in. We have the zodiacs in. We have the birth event, childhood, main activity, side activity in. The religion in. Relationships, life events 1 and 2. We have all the values, all the text, and it actually works. So I think this should be good. Now I will fix those 2 small bugs, which I think should be very easy to fix because all the structure is in place now. I don't know what Epic Games is trying to download. Arc. And yes, and so I think I need to do a reasoning of what I want to have in the release, but I think I'm ready to release. I mean, I'm ready to do the new alpha. I think we can do the new alpha. I think I can do the new alpha or tomorrow evening if I'm not playing, or Saturday afternoon, and I just put it out, and so we'll start from there, right? Yes, I have to think what else I want in this alpha. I don't remember now, but I think it's good. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you want to click on follow on Twitch, will be nice. If you want to click on subscribe on YouTube, also will be nice. And if you want to check our Patreon, is patreon.com/planeshift, where we have some stuff for you, like videos and screenshots, and access to the Discord channel for supporters, where sometimes I post some stuff. I post something today, for example. And you can also get access to the alpha if you are a supporter. So see you or tomorrow evening or Saturday afternoon, one of the two. I don't know if we should raid. I don't know how many we are. Well, it's always good to raid someone. Let's try. No one is online. GG. No one of the people that I know, at least, are online.
Another 3,000 crystals down.
Okay, I think I will not raid anyone tonight. See you, boys. Bye bye. Bye bye. One step at a time, you're gonna make this game, okay? One step at a time.